Did you know that Khadgar's a bronze dragon? He's not.
He's
but
not.
funny little mistake from Blizzard. And 2 new books that are coming out, which is always an interesting thing. Because, we think about, say, Encyclopedia Eorzea. That's really good. We then think about some of the instances where World of Warcraft has, with, say, the War Crimes novel, a pretty good novel. But, oh dear, everyone's confused in Warlords of Draenor because the bit that took Mop into WoD was in a book. Same goes for Shadows Rising, Before the Storm. The Sylvanas novel is literally there doing a fix-up job on a character's entire narrative. In fairness, it actually did a really good fix-up job, but the fact that that even happened in the first place is completely bonkers. So that's why whenever we see new books, while in some fandoms, and certainly there will be some excitement here, in some fandoms there's a lot of excitement, like, fuck yeah, we're getting a new thing. Within WoW, though, we often have a little bit of a pang of worry, thinking, will there be too many important things in here that will, per what the game director said, cause a significant narrative disruption? So, what these 2 books are is World of Warcraft: The Dragonflight Codex and A is for Azeroth.
Very, very different.
Yes, for the Dragonflight, the Dragonflight Codex comes out July 11th, 2023. So that's actually as well June 6th for the ebook, which is weird because thinking about this, surely it would be better as a hardback. Anyway.
I imagine they will.
I have to wonder if this essentially is like the Grimoire of the Shadowlands, but of course done for the Dragon Isles.
Yeah.
And if so, there could be some, good, there could be some less good. Grimoire of the Shadowlands, like if you were really into the Shadowlands stuff, it's a neat enough book actually. All that would have been fun. It's, I don't want to say similar to Fire and Blood from George R.R. Martin, but it's like a overtly in-universe characters lore codex. It was sold as that. Now, obviously, we know that it is the writers at Blizzard writing through that character, and obviously there will be a lot of intentionality in what they're saying, but that is at least honest, whereas they very obviously changed what WoW Chronicle, what it is. So ultimately, if this just ends up being a supplementary lore codex that is just giving you, background lore on more things, that's good. The thing that will matter, though, is that just nice supplemental things in the same way you can go and read Encyclopedia Eorzea and just really enjoy that? Or is it going to be like, oh, you get this and you can work out what the new patch will be?
Yeah.
That's the question.
That's where we find some interesting stuff generally in the difference between the 2 games, where I think a lot of it is people going, oh, I didn't feel satisfied with the amount of background lore I got in World of Warcraft, so the fact that it's in a book is frustrating. Especially when you look at Grimoire of the Shadowlands and you go,
yeah,
okay, well, Frame didn't have all that much character development or all that much like talking and stuff to do in Deathmore. It did have a little bit, but you get the more complete experience through reading Grimoire of the Shadowlands and seeing everything about like how the brokers will talk about all this stuff. And you're, okay, that's like the more complete experience. Whereas the Zereth Mortis had a lot more in it, then you wouldn't feel that way. You'd feel a little bit more like, oh, this is supplementary, this is nice background stuff. But I think they definitely have spent a lot of, or I hope at least, they've spent a decent amount of time thinking about that. Just because it would be pretty bad to have Ian, was it Ian or Steve? Was it Steve or Ian? One of the 2 talking about like how they're avoiding making sure like lower important story beats and stuff are in books going forward because they know it's a bad thing and they never aim for that. It'd be pretty bad if they gave that interview like a year or so ago, or whatever time it was, and then immediately go like, here's the book that is the detail you need to know about Dragonflight.
I guess aim is the key word.
Yeah, and that's a thing where they're doing it in the Grimoire of the Shadowlands way. They're doing it in here's the Dragonflight Codex. It's also referred to as, I think it's in there, it's referred to as a bestiary of dragons. World of Warcraft Bestiary Dragons of Azeroth was like one of the working names for it that was on the description that they threw up seemingly far too early because of Khadgar being a bronze dragon apparently, which isn't true. So I think they're aware of that and they're trying to avoid that by not giving us a Before the Storm or not giving us a Shadows Rising.
Yeah, that's like almost the core point here. There is no prequel novel to Dragonflight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it is, well, yeah, like it directly is led on by Shadowlands, which
is
probably a good thing.
It's a good thing, but it's also annoying because I really liked Illidan, and I think Illidan was a good mixture between, hey, this is really cool background understanding and knowledge for the Demon Hunters and Illidan's plan, but a lot of what happened there was also in the game. So you felt like this was more an expanded version that you kind of got a little bit of early access to because it happened in the game. Oh yeah, I remember this. I remember this stuff happening, but it didn't feel like you needed to actually read it to understand anything of Legion. Whereas I think Shadows Rising was like, hey, Shadows Rising did a bit of character work for Anduin that was completely fucking absent in Shadowlands.
Yeah.
But you can tell that all of the stuff that happens in the game is based on on having him feel that way. Especially in Dragonflight, because of some of the early dialogue you have between different leaders about Anduin, is very much like, that wouldn't make sense if you didn't understand Anduin's character from Mists all the way up to now, including Shadows Rising. You'd be like, what? That doesn't make any sense. None of this was ever like alluded to in game. You're like, that's past. Just hope they don't do it again in the future.
Yeah.
I think more or less.
Yeah, pretty much. For the other things, there's the big goof, where this apparently is an in-world field guide written by Khadgar of the Bronze Dragonflight. The new Age of Dragons has begun in World of Warcraft Dragonflight.
How's it? That's a spoiler.
Where's the other one? Ah, yes. The Dragonflight Codex is packed with lore about the powerful creatures who hail from the Northlands?
Question mark.
The Northlands, eh? So, yeah. That's all bullshit, that copy.
Yeah.
Steve's like, no, Khadgar might use some bronzer, but he certainly is not a bronze dragon, so...
That was a very quick rebuttal as well. That was lightning
Yeah,
fast.
Steve probably saw that and thought, oh no. No. Oh, no, they're going, oh, shit. So, yeah, okay, there's that. Now, also, this is a bit weird. A is for Azeroth. By Christy Golden.
It's writing a children's book, like?
This is coming out July 25th, 2023. And it's an alphabet book.
A is for Azeroth, B is for Blood Elf,
And
G
this-
is for Genocide of the Night Elf race. Fantastic. Fantastic. I love it.
Yes, it is a... How's it? Yes. It is weaving the popular characters, locations, monsters, and dragons into an epic alphabetical adventure. That's just what I want. A heartfelt take on the classic alphabet primer. Fans of Blizzard Entertainment's Warcraft universe can laugh and learn all the way from Azurmist Isles to Zandalar. Whether the D is for dungeon or dragon or Dalaran, this sweet escapade is full of essential vocabulary from the world of the game, and paired with an all-new original, fun-colored illustration and text that is both funny and informative. Revisit fan-favorite tales of heroism and places of magic. Perfect way. World of Warcraft's played by crusty old bastards.
You see, it's played by crusty old bastards with
Who
children.
have kids, yeah.
Yeah, and this is a great way to, let's...
Indoctrinate the youth.
Exactly. As chat's having fun with this, but as Dark Souls says, G is for get your children addicted to Arclight Rumble, please.
Yep. A is
That's
for
exactly
anal
how it
dirge.
Yeah. Oh god, that's that'd be a much better version. A is for Azeroth Trade Chat Edition. That would be funny.
Okay, great.
Sorry,
Well,
General Chat
we
Edition.
will make an unofficial book called A is for anal dirge, and we'll of course publish it in Kindle.
Oh my god. Chat.
No, that's what it's called. It's called A is for anal dirge, the cultural guide to World of Warcraft.
Perfect.
That actually would be a fucking killer book.
That would be great. Oh my god. Yeah, I gotta actually have to read some of these because chat's so funny. There's Nightstalker, R is for Retcon, Z is for Xerath, I is for Inconsistency, P is for Pay to Win, F is for the Shadowlands, B is for Bane doing nothing, S is for Surprise Mechanics, D is for Did Someone Say Thunder Fury, Blessed Blade of the Windseeker. Oh my god, F is for Shadowlands. Oh god, these are fantastic. Thank you very much, these are great.
Yeah. So
Oh god.
there you go. There's also a new Flavors of Azeroth cookbook.
Oh yeah.
Or is that just saying they're also available?
That's
Anyway,
also available, I think.
yeah, look, basically...
Oh no, though there's the new flavors. Yeah, it's a new one. Yeah.
Here's my take on this. Yeah, nice piece to read book. If you really like dragons, you'll probably have fun. How many people bought the book Dragonology when they were younger, when they were teens? or maybe younger, maybe older, whatever. You know, this sort of thing is like fine and good. I mean, look, if someone said to me, "Hey, you guys get to do a lore codex from take Kasha," she'd probably be the character to write it, being a photojournalist. In the Pale Beyond, right? And if were to say to Thomas and Kevin, "Hey, do you want to do a book?" They're probably like, "Fucking hell, we're shipping the game. Go away, give us more work." But it would be pretty cool if somebody really loved our game. And then we're able to be like, okay, cool. Here's a big hardcover coffee table book, diving a bit more into the world and some neat things that, couldn't fit in the game. That's nice. People like having dessert. So if this is just tasty dessert, happy days. Everyone's happy. But if, and I suppose in this case, the main course is the thing that gives you your nutrients, you need to have, good nutrients. That's equivalent to like a cohesive story inside the game. So as long as the main course, Dragonflight the expansion, is good, a bit of dessert like this is also a very good thing.
Indeed.
It just needs to be done right. Mm-hmm. Because I don't want Blizzard to just stop publishing books out of fear, because there's books like Illidan that you really enjoyed. There's many of the Warcraft books that people have enjoyed. There's, Chronicle, like for its flaws, was actually a pretty enjoyable read, especially back when we thought it was what it was, as they sold it to us.
Oh yeah, the canon. Yeah.
Yes,
that was a good time. Yeah.
Yes, that was. I remember time. That. The easy days, the easy days when it was like, okay, it's time for the 17th Il'gynoth Whisper video. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, bust open Chronicle 1, off we go.
Yep, fun days. But there you go. New books coming out.